Hi everyone. So today let's talk about the age changes of the mandible, which is a very important and one of the favorite questions of the university examinations. So there are basically three age changes in the mandible. The first one is that of the mental foramen. This mandible which I'm having in my hand is basically the adult mandible, and as you can see, this mental foramen is roughly midway between the upper and the lower body. So this is so because the alveolar and the subalveolar parts of the bone had been equally developed in case of adults. Coming to old age. In the old age, this mental foramen will be closer to the upper border. This is because in the old age, as you know, the teeth exfoliate, so this alveolar border gets absorbed. So as a result of this mental foramen will be closer to the upper border. Okay. While in case of infants and in children, this mental foramen will be closer to the lower border. This is because the bone is made up of only the alveolar part with the teeth sockets. Next is that of the angle of mandible. Now as you can see, this angle of mandible is roughly about 120 degrees or 110 degrees. So this is in case of the adults. While in case of infants, children and in the old age, this angle becomes about 140 degrees, that is, the angle is obtuse angle. Next, the third age difference lies between these two processes of the ramus of mandible, which is the coronoid and the condyloid process. Now as you can see, in this adult mandible, these two processes are almost at the same level, while in case of infants and in children, this coronoid process lies at a somewhat higher level as compared to this condyloid process. Okay. So these three were the age changes of the mandible. And coming to the ossification of the mandible, just remember one thing, that first of all, the mandible is the second bone to ossify, the first bone being the clavicle. Now the greater part of this mandible ossifies in the membrane, such that mandible ossifies in the mandible basically ossifies by the intramembranous ossification. Now the thing to be remembered is that which parts do ossify in the cartilage. So first of all, these two processes which you can see, the coronoid and the condyloid process of the mandible. Next, below the incisor teeth, the incisive fossa, and this upper half of the ramus of mandible. These three structures basically ossify in the cartilage. The rest of the entire mandible will ossify in the mandible, and it undergoes intramembranous ossification. And as I have already mentioned, that mandible basically develops from the first pharyngeal arch with Meckel's cartilage. Basically Meckel's cartilage will form this mandible. Okay, so this was all about the mandible, the age changes in the mandible and the ossification of the mandible. So if you liked my video, so do hit on the like button, and also do subscribe to my channel Fundamental Studies, and hit on the bell icon for latest updates and notifications. Thank you.